Hello YouTube! I am Pinstar and this is Pinstar Plays News Tower 1.0. So, if you've been following my channel for a while, you saw that I did a full playthrough of News Tower a while ago, back when it was in early access. Well, it is out of early access, and that has certainly brought me around to taking another look at it. They have added a lot more features, retuned some things, updated some things, added a lot more goodies here, there, and everywhere. However, there's something else that brought me out as well, and that is a leaderboard showdown. So they have launched a contest, they being the developers, have launched a contest to basically get top spots on the leaderboards in order to win a prize, in order to win the prize, basically getting a headline of your name or something about you in the game, so that like in a future game update that there could be a random headline about Pinstar, which is really, really cool. So you know what? I'm going to make a run for it. I'm going to make a try for it. Now, my strategies and tactics of my first playthrough is not necessarily going to hold weight here, and there's some new mechanics that I have not dipped my toes into. However, I know the ebb and the flow of the game, and I figure I can get things picked up pretty quickly. So we're going to make a try for it. Now, I have taken the liberty. We are the Pinstar is our newspaper. We have started on the regular game settings, not the tutorial flavor, but the regular mode. We are January 1930, so start of the game, and we've got ourselves our employees here. So we've got, I went ahead and built our initial layout, and I'll run you all through that, but also want to introduce you to our employees, of which we have all of our name in game patrons. If you guys want your name in game, same way that I want my name in game, name in gameception, you can take a look at the link to my Patreon below. But for now, we've got Valenrook as our courier, Shona Bellamy, Melina Nighthawk up in our telegraphers. JC's one of our typesetters, Cameron Salisbury also in telegraphing. And then we've got Ruth in typesetting. We've got Jetstream and Dana Black as reporters. And that's it. And obviously we will be naming people as well. Now, one other thing I wanted to note to you as far as my employee thing here. So we have 4 reporters in total, and each of them have 3 skills. I made sure that we have a perfectly even distribution of the main reporter skills across them, so that we always have 2 reporters that we can throw at a particular topic at any given time. My goal is to try to keep it, at least in the early game, to just these 4, so that they get their skills increased by repeat usage rather than hire a whole bunch of people and go wide. Likewise, with production, we've got ourselves 2 typesetters, 2 assemblies, and 3 telegraphers. We have 3 telegraphing stations in the beginning of the game. You want all 3 of those up and running. For utility for day 1, we only have 1 transporter, but we will have the other utility people, but you generally don't need that for the first week. I only have them up there just so that we can get some paper ferried up here. Right, so as far as our layout goes, so first floor, we have typesetters and we've got assembly tables. At least in the early game, you want them on the same table, or same floor rather. Our reporters, when they come back from stories, they will come up here. They will head over here to drop off their reports here. And then we have our door all the way over here to the stairwell. That gives them a quick path back up to their things, or more importantly, up to the water cooler and the toilets, so that they can refresh themselves quickly and in one fell swoop. Meanwhile, we have the assembly tables over here, so those can go back and forth. Your transporter can help out with moving slates and other reports between your typesetters and your assemblers. Once the typesetters, if they're inundated with work, the transporter can help, in addition to ferrying like supplies and paper around to everyone. And we've got up here our 3 telegraphers. They are on the 3rd floor is the noisy floor. I sprung for the industrial wallpaper, which actually has some functional noise dampening properties to them. If we take a look at our stuff, the room itself is absolute hell, but it does not spill over into them too badly. So we should be pretty good on that front. And yes, occasionally the employees will have to service this, but they will only stick their head in here for a short while. So we've got green across the board, so people will be happy. So yeah, we're going to get started here, and we will be unpausing. All right, all 3 of our telegraphers are all going to town here. One other thing I'm going to do just to get started is we are going to order the large delivery of paper, just so that we can get that cooking and our transporter doing their thing. Because the paper that you start, the 100 pages you start with, might not be necessarily what you need even for day 1 printing. I have both of our starting printer modules already deployed. We want a 2-page paper from day 1. More sales, more better. Okay, all 3 of those are finished. I'm going to wait for all 3 so I can to sort of prioritize. Now, we don't have any missions or goals for this one, so we can really kind of just do what we want to do. And what we want to do is just optimize as much as possible. So, automobile show open. So this is a story that can give us 3 tags, but it does take 3 reporters to hit. Yeah, I know. I'm not canceling this line of communication. I just want to check my things here. So this is a twofer. For this and the other, and also we want to line up as many combos as we can. So here, like for example, this one we've got society and politics, and then over here this is also a society politics. So these 2 will do double bonus tags off of each other. So that's really good. This is a triple tag, but in one story and sequential. So let's see what we can do. I do want 1 person cooking on this. We may need to slow roll one of these. So we're gonna start cooking that one. I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna cook this one. We will throw you into the politics, throw you into there. Because what you want to do is you want to get a story off from here so that you can get you can start discovering new ones. Because while you have the stories on the map, your telegraphers can't get more stories. Now we have 1 reporter left. We might as well put them to work, at least starting on this story. It won't be done until the other 2 components do it, and that'll have to be later on. But hey, it's good to get them out and started. So we may not have a large volume of stories here, just because. So there's 3 more items left to research, but we're not going to be able to see them until these get cleared. But I want to hit all 3 of these if at all possible. And we can tell from here there's no more politics and no more sports to be had on this map on this week. All right, got our first thing. So this is what I'm talking about, where, all right, we got the first part of this done. We need another sports person, but we're probably just going to wait for them to finish up. And actually, yeah, we finished up this story. So that freed up that signal. So now our one of our telegraphers can start searching for another one. Hopefully something along the lines of like econ. Yeah, here's everybody else. So Dana Black is back. I could send you on the next leg of this one. Keep that one cooking. And then once these two come back, they can work on these two legs here. You can see the briefcase icon means that they're back to the office, but they haven't dropped their stuff off yet, which obviously we want them to. All right, you can go down here. And you can go down here. And that will... And Jetstream's already finished off his portion over here. And yeah, they will naturally distribute their work across these two. So these two will start cooking these. And this is where I'm talking about where the transporter can help us out. All right, we have a new story. And Jetstream is ready to... Oh, man, it's another... Oh, so we could either look at... it from a crime perspective or a, well, since we already have a one tag from here, an economy tag, I'd say let's pursue it from the economy angle. That will help us build up some potential combos. So these two are doing their thing. They start out pretty slow, but over time they will speed up as they gain skills. And there are a few crucial objects. I'm going to manually drag a few reams of paper up here just to make sure that we have enough for day one pressing. So yeah, when they finish up and they're still working stuff, the assembly people will come over and help. All right, we have another leg here. I think we're just going to wait for Dana Black to come back because we want that last leg here. That's probably him right now. All right, off you go, Dana. And we have a few more. This is actually going... I'm glad we did two and two here as far as our capacity here goes, just because it's going to take a while for them to churn through, because each leg of a story also requires processing on here. So getting some of these bigger stories together are going to take us a while. And we're already halfway through the week. And all of our reporters will be back in time to be sent back out again. All right, we have a new one. I'm going to wait for this one to finish so that I can just prioritize. All right, so we've got... anything. So this gives us an item. And then over here, this is just a regular old thing. Well, we certainly want the item. So you go on down there. I'm not too sure we're really in the mood for comedy, but, or for entertainment, but we could always use it later on. What all is left? Oh, that's everything. That's literally everything. Well, since Jetstream is all set here, might as well send him to investigate this new cartoon. Yeah, as we can see here, they're working on all of our stories, but none of them are actually done yet, because like a lot of the early stories are all requiring they're all requiring a lot of processing in order for them to churn through all the pages. But on the upside, we get a lot of tags out of the deal. I will also probably order some food, just so we have something for... What do we get here? The solar system poster. That's actually pretty good, because that's a +2 to society, and we already have +1s from these globes that we started the game with. So that means our society people, which I've placed next to each other, we can bonus them both up with one poster. And now their society research is going to be a lot more pronounced, a lot faster. They'll be operating as if they were 3 skills higher than they actually are. All right, and we have our first story that's actually done. All right, dropping these off. Keeping our typesetters and assemblers busy straight through. But that should be it for our reporting. It's just a matter of, can they churn through all of these on time? Now, one thing you can see, if you mouse over here, complete Saturday. All right, so that should be good. Automobile is Saturday. That's good. Saturday and Saturday. Okay. So despite the sheer volume of stuff that we're dealing with here, everything should be ready to rock and roll by Saturday, which would allow us to hit print bright and early. My understanding is that like you can take it to the very end on Sunday before you hit print, but there are some later game systems that reward you for not having to, like for actually, hitting print earlier on Sunday if you can get all your stuff together. We're going to want to hire a sweeper for tomorrow, but I don't want to hire anyone extra right now. As far as like extra utilities, just because we're gonna have to pay them for the week, so we might as well wait until next week. Then we're going to want to hire a bunch more. But as you can see, we have some space. We're still good, and yeah, we'll have the pick of the litter when it comes to like we have literally 6 stories, which is enough to fill 2 pages of the paper. So yeah, oops. Right, so let's see. What's our biggest combo? Well, I know we have this wombo combo that we want. So this one is a 3 tag, so we want that one at the top, so that anything you put at the top there will get multiplied by 3. Now down here, this will give us a double combo with the society and there. Now we could do this should give us another combo. We could also throw the the economy one in here, but I think it's 6 of one, half dozen of the other. Yeah, it really doesn't matter which ones we do. I guess we could, oops. Yeah, right now it doesn't really matter. Now for page 2, there is another multiplier, so we obviously want this one down here. Now, unfortunately, the others are not going to combo, but we might as well, I mean, we've got the print space. We might as well print the tags. It adds to sales. And that means more money, and more money means more goodies that we can do. We have enough pages, but I told you the 100 wasn't going to be enough. We didn't need the whole 200, but it still helps. All right, let's kick this pig. All right, not too bad for day one. All right, yeah, no new goodies here, but we did just get subs and loose sales. No loans. We're going to try to avoid loans. All right, now, where are we going to go? Well, I'm going to follow a similar pattern to my original playthrough. We need to get access to the Mafia as quickly as possible, because the sooner we start getting quests, the sooner we can get extra influence and extra money from them. So we want to unlock that as quickly as possible, and the Mafia is the only quest giver that is exactly one space away. So we want to go Williamsburg. Crime and sports, fine. All right, let's, yeah, that's all we have to do for now. Okay, I am going to hire and throw down another utility. We need the sweeping station. We can put them over here. Probably gonna need another light to illuminate them. But then we will need to hire. The other thing that they introduced is employee perks. Walking speed, ooh. Heat tolerant, oh, that's always good. Does our other guy, Valenrook? Because I wouldn't mind giving the guy, the strong guy, this duty, as long as he can. The other one can do the sweeping job. Where are you? He must be in the stairwell somewhere. There he is. I'll wait for him to drop his goods off. Alright, let me see. Valenrook, what skills do you have? You don't have sweeping. You have everything but sweeping. That's okay. You know what? We're not going to get rid of you. Oh, the reason I did that is he's nocturnal. He's not affected by the darkness, but that's okay. We will do a washing station, and you can be assigned here for a washer. Workplace. There we go. So unassign you. Assign you. And then we get the strong man for the transporter. And then for the sweeper, what do you do? Heat tolerant, not bothered by the heat. Yeah, we'll put Thelma here. That's better. The other thing I want to scan for is just reporters, and because there are some skills for reporters that I may want to spring for, either to swap them out for one of the ones we have, or to add them to the team if they have a particularly rare skill. None of these really speak to me. Resilient, nah, I'm good. And let me just double check our production team, see if they got anyone. Quick starter. It works for less money. Actually, this one's not too bad for like our typesetters or whatnot, because they're usually not working on Mondays anyway. you know what? I think I am going to swap them out here. So Cindy Fisher can be, oops, fired. And we've got someone who's much cheaper. What do you do? Careful. Yeah, no, we'll take the cheaper one. Because again, Mondays are like, they're almost never working on Mondays. So the fact that they're slower on Mondays means absolutely nothing other than the fact that their salary is lower, which saves us money. Oh yeah, let me place another order for paper. Oh yeah, that's also, yeah, all right. Okay, so we need, for our goal, we need crime and sports. So let's emphasize them. Now, we've already exhausted crime. Luckily, there's no way to not do this. So we will hit this one and then do the follow-up. This is a split. No, actually, we can do multiples here. So Dana can go here. And yeah, look at all this. So the blue bars are all the temporary skills we get from objects. So yeah. We got another comprehensive set here, but that's not bad. We'll do another large delivery just to keep up with it and just to have the paper ready to rock and roll. Okay, we've got 2 that are ready for more action. And we need two more societies. We can get you on the case, Jetstream. And wow, our societies are in high demand. But luckily, they are the ones that are more highly skilled. Now, more highly skilled ones will complete the task faster. Actually, hang on. I might want to polish this one off. Yeah, there we go. Because we will be able to, because of the bottleneck, you can polish this one off. And we can get a politics person back. And then that way Dana Black can, this will fully finish this one off. And then as we get society people back in, we can get them on board here. So this one will take a little bit of a time to churn through, but that's okay. I do not feel compelled to hire another person. And then hopefully in the next batch we get a sports, because we need at least one crime tag, so we have to print the crime story, and we have to print at least one that in order to win the district. Which, I mean, that shouldn't be hard. Sad that it is all by its lonesome, but it would take what we can get. All right, Bonnie is on their way back. So Bonnie will be able to... Oh, Dana's just about done too. All right, Bonnie, finish this one off. So yeah, we're telling them to beeline sports above all else. just to make sure that we unearth that one, and especially if it's like a long or complex story chain for that. Line outside the bathroom. All right, we got our new sports. It's just a one-off, but I can't turn my nose up at it just in the off chance. Well, it's not going to be the only one, but we might as well do that just so that we can get our things flowing. Unfortunately, all of our production staff are deciding to go use the bathroom all at the same time, which is bad timing. Like, they could have gone a little bit earlier. All right, yeah, there we go. Let's say we should be finding more stories now. Yeah, we just got the one, but we might as well do it. We're not at the point where you can just say, like, no, I'm not interested in that story, and then send it on their merry way. But I don't really want to do that at this point. We've got enough capacity to basically do everything. And getting extra tags will let us combo. Yeah, we will grab you. And there's still more, so we might have a triple tag for sports. And Dana Black will come back and once he drops his stuff out, I can send him back out. And that's a twofer, so this one's a little bit better for us. There we go. And we've got entertainment. Hey, it's got an object. I'll take it. The one I'm really looking for, like the free object story, is the one that gives you the oh! Breaking news. All right, hang on. So we need 2... All right, so Jetstream, you know what? Never mind. Jetstream, don't bother with that right now. You need to get on the economy story. So the hot news topics means that the tags count double this week. So we might as well get them in there. We'll circle back to this one later. Bonnie, once Bonnie's done, we can throw Bonnie in here. And there's one more story to be had that is also economy. Yeah, Dana's almost done here. All right, Bonnie, you get here. Knock this one out. We got a goodies boxing gloves. We'll deploy those next time. The other thing about breaking news is you got to get to them quickly, otherwise they expire. Most news articles or news events will, give you a couple of days grace period, but breaking news, you gotta dive on it or you won't hit it in time. Luckily, we dove on it as soon as it showed up, so I'm not fearful that we won't hit it. All right, there's our last one. Hopefully we can. Okay. Oh well, everyone's busy. That's not good because we want another one of these, and they're both coming back. All right, economy is this week's hot topic. So yeah, we really want. Neither of you is particularly good at that, so go for it, Jetstream. Run, run, run. Now, whether or not we'll actually be able to print the economy, I kind of wish we had gone for economy first, but we didn't know that there was going to be breaking news this time. All right, movie posters, fine. want you. Paper resources, production items, yeah. I mean, I could have a transporter that does nothing but production items, but we're not quite in a place where we can specialize that hard. All right, good. Well, he is helping that out anyway. Because, yeah, we want them doing nothing but that. We want them doing nothing but that. So please. We're leaving stories on the press here. Not good. Actually, you know what? For this moment, we're gonna tell you no to anything but. Please help out with production. That's not how you help out with production. Where are you going, buddy? Because, yeah, this one we are going to take down to the wire. I mean, we have our crime and our thing, so at the very least we'll hit the district, but I really, really don't want to waste the economy hot topic tags here, because that basically doubles their thing. Now, it's not the end of the world. Economy is already, yeah, we're just now dropping the story off, and we're already 2/3 of the way through the day, so... I'm just going to wait for them to see what they... What do we got? 135? I'm going to manually run some paper up here. I'm going to try to do my best to not make this a micro fest, but... Yeah, neither of the economy things are going to be actually done on time, unfortunately, so... We're not going to be able to, and I don't know if we're going to get, yeah, must print now. We have no choice. So these are going to get left on the table. Oh well. All right, so this is our biggest story, most tags, so we want the ×3 up here. We can do here for a society combo. Let's see. And then, yeah, we can put all 3 sports on the other page so that they all get combos off of each other. So, yeah, I guess we'll have a couple of old news economy tags for next time if we really want it. All right, more sales, and that gives us an influence point. And we got one for hitting the district. There we go. Okay, well, so in our next episode, we are going to go talk to the Mafia and decide on our next place of action. If you guys like this episode and you want to see more like it, go ahead and hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and leave me a comment. Good, bad, or indifferent. Your feedback's always welcome. So until next time, it's been Pinstar signing out. See ya.